ChronoWitness, One Soul, All Time, by Chris Starnes. Prologue, The First Ripple. The first time Alex Mira fell through time, she thought she was dying. She had been standing in the Museum of Civilizations, staring blankly at a Mesopotamian artifact behind a glass case. It was a wheel, primitive, cracked, caked with the memory of ancient dust. Her fingers hovered just inches from the display when everything around her stopped. Not slowed. Stopped. The buzz of visitors, the flicker of lights, the sound of her own heartbeat, all vanished. A pulse of blue light arced from the artifact into her chest. She couldn't scream, couldn't breathe. Then darkness, silence. And then the heat. Alex gasped as she awoke under a blistering sun. Gone was the polished marble of the museum. In its place, a desert, cracked and vast. Mud brick huts, barefoot children, and the sound of laughter. A young man rolled a wooden disc across the dirt, stopping to wedge it into an axle. She was there, actually there. History alive. Alex opened her mouth to speak, but her voice made no sound. The villagers didn't see her. She was a ghost in time, and so it began. The first ripple in her soul. Chapter 1. The sermon Alex had always hated Sundays. Not for any dramatic reason, just the aimless way they lingered, full of empty coffee cups and unspoken regrets. But this Sunday, she stood on a hill in Judea, year 30 AD, watching a man speak to a crowd that stretched far beyond what any microphone could have carried. And somehow every person heard him, Jesus. He wasn't glowing, he didn't float. He didn't raise his arms theatrically like a stage actor. He just spoke. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Alex had heard the words in Sunday school, read them in textbooks, seen them etched into courthouse walls. But none of that compared to the warmth of his tone, the kind of voice that didn't command, but invited. She moved through the crowd. A woman beside her clutched her chest as if to keep her heart from falling out. A man in torn robes muttered each word under his breath, memorizing them like scripture before the scripture existed. Alex was starting to understand. She reached for her pocket out of habit. Her journal was there, impossibly still with her, despite the time jumps. She opened it and wrote, "He didn't look like a king." But everyone here bowed anyway. As if on cue, her wrist began to hum again. That subtle vibration, like the purr of a machine she didn't understand. The pulse of the chrono thread, her unseen tether to time. She looked back at Jesus, now helping an old woman to her feet. A moment later, she vanished,